Hi, this is Steve from PlayStation World. This is the PES 2012 defending tutorial. I've made this because I've had a few people online recently ask me how I defend and they're struggling. So if any of you are struggling with defending, watch this and I hope it can help you. For people that defend well, it's pointless to watch, just carry on doing what you're doing. It's silence at the moment in the video because I've got my own music playing on PES and obviously I'll get copyrighted on YouTube, so I don't want that to happen. There'll be sound when the match starts. The first thing you want to do is tactics when defending. My mate Raddy09 from the site, he started doing this against me. I found it very hard to score against him, so I started doing it and it works a treat. So first of all, I'm going to go against a computer on superstar difficulties. This is the hardest difficulty on the game, and I control the match. I draw it 1-1, but I controlled it on the hardest difficulty, and it just shows how this tactic works. There's much better players than me out there. You probably find this difficulty really easy, but for those that struggle, this will help you. Don't worry too much about what I'm doing here. It's just the back four. That's what you want to do with the back four. What I do. All I do is move them back. You play your back four very, very deep, and what that does is stop the opposition from getting in behind them. Don't get me wrong, they will still get in behind now and then, but it's limited. It won't happen that often in a match. So there you go. You can see how deep I'm putting them now. That's how deep you want to put them. There's some formations with 3 defenders. I don't advise using that. I don't think this tactic would work as good. And I put it on all-out attack all the time. With this, you can get some great counters. So your defensive line's very, very deep, but your mentality is attack, attack, attack. So it works very, very well. And there's a few pointers I'll give you. When you're in your own half, don't give away the ball. That's priority. That should always be on your mind. So in your own half, just play the ball into space, pick players in space, and the last thing you want to do is give away the ball. When you're in the opposition half, be adventurous. Don't worry about losing the ball. You've got plenty of time to get back and defend. Just have fun. But in your own half, when you've got possession, pass it round. Slow down the tempo if you need to. And what you'll end up doing is frustrating players, especially online, because they will not be able to get past you. They'll start getting frustrated. So in a few moments you'll see a few attacks from the computer, and when the computer's got the ball, 90% of the time what I do is I hold the square button. Now holding the square button, it'll make one of my computer players go and challenge them. What that allows me to do, as you can see there, is just go and put myself in a position where I feel the ball might be played. Because if they're going to play a dangerous ball, well, if I go in line where a dangerous ball can be played, and they do play that, then it's going to hit me. I'm going to be able to gain possession. And that's your aim as a defender. You want to let the computer do the challenging, and you mark the players rather than let the computer mark the players. Don't get me wrong, you are going to, well, quite often you'll be where you are the closest man to the opposition player. If that's the case, then yeah, go and challenge him. What I do when they're in my half is I'll try and stand off them a bit. I'll try and force them to go down the wing or make a pass. If you go in holding X, then a lot of the good players online, what they'll do is just take you on. Same with on superstar difficulty, they'll just take you on and they'll batter you. So the key is to let them play football. Just let them play the football, but keep them at a distance, and that's what you're doing with this tactic. You're just keeping them at a distance. They'll have long passes and long shots, and with a long pass, you've got great opportunity to win the ball back. And with a long shot, most of the time, it ain't going to go anywhere near the goal, or it's going to be a save from the keeper, and you're always regaining possession, and that's what this defensive tactic does. And as you'll see throughout this video, every time I'm in my own half, I'm just passing it into space. It is very important you do that, because if you're going to lose the ball in your own half, you're going to let in goals. It's very rare I lose the ball in my own half now. I always try and keep hold of it and never let anyone near me. It's really easy to do. Because your defensive line is so deep, you've got players to pass to all the time. Whenever you've got the ball in your half, there's always a player to pass to in plenty of space. And there you go, I've gone 1-0 up against the computer. They haven't even had a shot yet, and I'm controlling the game. It's much more fun to play when you're the one controlling it. Online is the same. I control most of the matches. In my last 20 matches, I think there's only been one match I felt I deserved to lose. And you don't mind losing when you're playing well. A few months back, I wasn't playing like this, and I was losing most of my matches, and I was deserving to lose them. It just wasn't fun. And there's plenty more out there like that, so I do hope these tactics help.
Good interception here. Silvio. And play switched across. Fabio Coentrao. Bruno Alves. A switch of play.
It just makes it look so easy there. As you can see, I'm just passing the ball around into space in my own half, slowing the tempo right down. What happens against the computer is when you go 1-0 up, or some, when you're leading the match, they tend to pressurise you more, so slowing down the tempo is a great thing to do. Now, half time, if you have a look at the stats, they haven't even had a shot yet, and I've had most of the possession. That's controlling the match. That's what you want to be doing. Now, with the computer pressurising more, they do actually have a lot more chances in this half. I'm not going to show you the whole half. I'll show you how I defend corners. What I do for a corner is, if you just watch me on the second one, as with the first, I stand in the same position all the time. I get in the danger spot, as I call it, near the penalty area, and 9 times out of 10 I'm headering it away. They'll be limited to long shots, and they rarely do anything with that. So there's another attack by them now. As you just seen there, I was running back to try and make up some space, and I let the computer do the work. And again, and he's gone to the wing. So when they're on the wing, they're going to cross it in. Of course, it's dangerous. I just hold square. Hopefully, my computer's going to rob the ball off them. And what I'll do is I'll try and get myself in front of the shot. I'm always thinking where they're going to be playing that ball, and that's where I'm putting myself, where I think they're going to play the ball. There you go, they're limited to a long shots. Again, that's basically what they had in this half. They had plenty of long shots, and they didn't threaten me at all. They do score 1 goal. It might be now. They're just a bit lucky, and they got through. The tactics aren't bulletproof. You are going to get goals scored against you. It is football. But these tactics limit the chances that they have to score those goals. Yeah, this is their goal. I messed up there. If you notice, I was holding X in with the defender and he ran straight past him. It's very important you don't play this PES like you've played previous PESs, because how I used to defend, I used to always hold X. That's basically what I did. I held X and I slid. And it used to do the trick, but it's really changed in this game. The computer will destroy you, and you do need to defend well. The game went to penalties, so for those of you that are interested, this is how I won the match.
He places it on the spot, steps back, pauses, looks fairly relaxed.
They went right every single time.
Like crazy. Incredible save, and that's the match.
And then the end game stats will show you that I had most of the possession, so I controlled the game. They had plenty of shots, but I had more than them. It was a good match. It was on the hardest difficulty, and I came away with a draw. So now we're going to take those tactics online against some random guy. And it's the same. Online, you can be any team you want. Like I said, these tactics will work with any team. Online, I tend to be Manchester City. I am a Man United fan, but Man City are great on this game. And everyone tends to be Barcelona, so I normally just be Man City because I think they're the second best team. In this instance, he chooses Tottenham. And originally, the idea of picking Man City was just in hope that someone would pick someone other than Barcelona. It works now and then. And there we go. So on the tactics again, we just do the same. Ignore whatever else I do with the lineup here. It's just the 4 defenders. You just want to bring them deep. It's mad how much of a difference this makes. If I left them where I left them, I'd be my keeper would be defending one-on-ones quite often, because it's so easy to do a through ball and get through them. Putting them that deep, I don't even think in this match the person gets through one-on-one. He is limited to getting down the wing, putting crosses in, and having long ranges. And by doing that, you're going to have about 6 clean sheets in 10 matches. 6 out of 10 clean sheets. It ain't that bad. So here we go. In this match again, I'm just going to show you some of my defending and what I do when I gain possession. It's very key you don't lose the ball in your own half, as I've already said, and going forward, be as adventurous as you like. And that really should have been a goal.
That was such a good chance. Fail. Returns the ball.
So all I'm doing here is holding square, and I actually have to defend that one myself. As you've seen, I just moved my player into a position where he was going to cross the ball. It was obvious he was going to cross, so I moved him into the position. It hit me and went out for a corner. And in that little clip there, what you're seeing was a through ball. If the player was actually through, but because my line was so deep, he had 3 Manchester City defenders on him straight away, and there's never any chance of him pulling a shot off.
That was superb defending too.
And that's what defending, that's what having a deep line does for you. There, I nicked the ball. He weren't expecting it. I was actually marking someone. I was held square, and the computer going to nick the ball off him, and I should have had a goal from it. You'll have plenty of opportunities just because the computer nicks the ball off him. Always, like I said, have square held most of the time in the defending.
It's led to a goal.
And there's the first goal from the corner.
I'll tell you, that was great accuracy from the corner.
And we go then for the second half. They may be down, but they're not necessarily.
This is actually the second half now. I think I've said everything I need to say, so I'll just let you watch the second half. The stats at the end, he's had very few shots. I dominated the game. It does finish 1-0, but it will, if you just have a watch, you'll see more of how I defend. And in the last 20 online matches, I've won 11, lost 7, drew 2. It's not great, but there's only one match I lost that I thought I deserved to. The other matches I had a great chance of winning, and I just got a bit unlucky. It's very fun playing like this. People aren't dominating me, I'm dominating them. If you have any questions, just post the comments. Please like the video, visit our site, and look out for our next videos. Thank you.
Here's Yaya Toure. They keep the pressure on by winning a corner. Jumps for the header. Toure. Micah Richards. Compani. Micah Richards. Compani. A switch of play. Nasri. Clichy. Over to the wing. Wins the ball. Adebayor. Bale. Lennon. A promising attack. Drives it to the far post. And the cross met firmly. Promising position from the wing here. 3 waiting for that cross. The referee has given a corner kick. Balotelli, and he's stolen it. Lennon. Tevez. Pressure on the opposition now, the throw in a dangerous area. Brings it back. Clear. Richards, Silva, whose goal-scoring skills have already been seen. Aguero. Michael Dawson, Parker. Well beaten to the ball there. It's over the top. A really important interception there. Stolen it, and the pass. He's got in, going forward, and he's in the clear, no defenders. Here's a chance, that will be a goal kick. Good interception here.
There just isn't enough movement for them. They're struggling to make a breakthrough.
Toure. Nasri. And Balotelli. Here's Tevez. Here's Silva. He's going on his own. Support available on the other side. Running on and on. Now a silly foul really given away in that area. The positioning of the referee so far has been excellent. He's not missed anything. Gallas. Modric. Silva. That one is intercepted. Adebayor. Oh, fine through ball down the middle. Frightful interception in his own box. That pass didn't make it. They lead a narrow one, a fragile one, certainly vulnerable still. It's easily picked up. And the pass. Adebayor. Here's Lennon. Adebayor. Here's Modric. Through the middle he goes. Here comes the corner.
Well, the home supporters behind the goal have really raised the volume a notch or two as they wait for this one to swing in.
The referee's whistle for full time. You have to defend well to win 1-0. By Jove, they did.
But you know, it's not easy to hold on to a lead over a long period, but I thought they showed great shape and good discipline to see the whole thing through.
Thanks go to Jim, and it's now time for us to leave tonight's coverage. We both wish you a very good evening.